Previously, we have seen the example of a for loop program that prints numbers from 1 to 10 but quits the loop when the value of I equals to 3. Now, I'm going to modify the program statement a little bit. Here we have a program that prints numbers from 1 to 10 except the value 3. So the output of the program is going to be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Except the number 3, all the numbers are going to be printed. So once again, I'm going to make use of the for loop to print all the numbers. And now, for all the numbers, the print statement is going to be executed. But now I want to exclude 3 from being printed. So if I equals to 3, if I make use of break, as soon as the value of I becomes 3, it will simply quit the loop and go to the next print statement. Now I want to simply exclude 3 from printing. So instead of break, I will use the keyword continue. Now let us see the visualization of the program to see how the execution proceeds. Here we have our program output window over here. Then we have the memory stack which shows the details of the variables. And here is the program editor. Let us begin the execution of the program. First statement to be executed here is the for loop statement. The value of I is initialized to 1 and then the condition is checked. So value of I is set to 1. 1 is clearly less than or equals to 10. So the control enters the for loop. Then it will check the statement if I equals to 3. Clearly the value of I is 1, it is not equals to 3. So this condition is false and it will go to the next statement, that is the print statement. After this, the value of I is incremented by 1 and again the condition is checked. Value of I is incremented to 1, it becomes 2. 2 is less than or equals to 10, true, so it enters the loop. Now it is checked against this condition. Clearly 2 is not equals to 3, so once again this condition is false and the printf statement will be executed. So I equals to 2 will be printed. Again it goes back to the loop. Now the value of I becomes 3. Now this condition I equals to 3 is true. Let us see what happens when this is true. If this condition is true, the control goes to the continue statement and then what happens is it simply skips the rest of the code inside the for loop. It simply goes back to the for loop wherein you are incrementing the value of I and then again checking the condition. The rest part of the for loop is no longer executed. So now the value of I becomes 4. As you can notice in the output window, the printf for 3 is not executed because we simply continued the execution to the next step. Now when the value of I is 4, again printf statement is executed. 4 is printed. Similarly, this process goes on until I value reaches till the value 10. After the value of I reaches 10, now during the next iteration of the for loop, the value of I will be incremented by 1, that is it becomes 11 and this condition will be false. The value of I is 11, clearly this condition is false, so it simply quits the for loop and the next statement is executed, that is done printing. This is the difference between break and continue statement. The break statement simply stopped the execution of the loop and made the control go to the next statement, whereas continue simply skipped one iteration of the loop. That is, only when the value of I is 3, do nothing, go to the next value. And the entire loop continues the execution until the end of the loop.